Hello, Everpony. It is I, Lightning Bliss, and I'm here with my bestest edge bro ever, Toonie Balloony. Hi, Toonie.
Why'd you make me watch this?
Oh, but you love it. It is such a cute, adorable movie from my childhood. We are reviewing Carebears in Wonderland, one of the few films that was made back in the 80s. Oh, and it was just one of my favorites. It's the story of the Carebears going on an adventure in Wonderland after realizing that the princess of Wonderland apparently has been kidnapped by an evil wizard, and they have to replace her with none other than Alice while they figure out how to save the princess, and there goes save the day. Classic.
Yeah, classic. Yeah, classically frickin' boring. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not grow up with Care Bears at a young age. I knew what they were, but I didn't watch any of their stuff. I didn't see any of the movies. I didn't see any of the TV series. I didn't collect any of the frickin' bears, even though I had a stuffed bear, which I still have to this day, but that's beside the point. I don't know where to really start with this movie. See, I kind of lost a bet, too, where I had to review a Care Bears movie in order for our other selves to review another movie, but we'll get to that later. Care Bears Adventures in Wonderland. Other than it being, I guess, boring for me, I feel like I had to have grown up with this in order to really feel either the nostalgia for it or the value of it.
I suppose that's fair. I mean, I admit, it doesn't age very well. It is a very
really,
old
no.
film.
It's 1987, I believe.
Yeah, so I was a mere baby when it was out, but by the time I was 3 to 5 years old, it was one of my favorite films. What can I say about it other than that I love the music, I love the characters, and the idea of going into Wonderland and seeing a newer version of what Wonderland could look like? It was a lot of fun. And
There's certainly a lot of liberties taken.
Oh, of course. You gotta have some liberties taken. It's just like Care Bears Adventures in... the Care Bears Nutcracker. We should watch that one.
Oh, God, no, I'm good. I only need to see one Care Bears movie in my life. I'm glad it was this one.
Oh, what can I love about it? I love the music from the start. At the very beginning, we start off with a song. And it's simply to help the Care Bears get up in the morning. Rise and shine. The voice of the singer, she's really talented. She sings in a lot of the Care Bear films and the shows. But then we get to, like, even some of the most random songs ever, like from the Cheshire Cat.
Now, I'm gonna be honest, as bored as I was through this movie, when the Cheshire Cat showed up, I kind of just stared at the screen like, okay, what the heck is this? What is... Bliss is just laughing her butt off in the background, and I'm just like, what... Why is the Cheshire Cat rapping? Oh yeah, I'm the Cheshire Cat. I got the moves and the grooves and the smooth grooves. I'm like, okay, this is definitely not the weirdest Cheshire Cat I've seen, but okay, I'm interested. Then he left. I'm like, oh, why can't he be here throughout the whole movie? That was honestly the funniest part of the entire movie for me.
He's quite the random character, and Toonie, if you're gonna sing it right. You know, I see that princess in a lonely room where the wizard's got her locked away. Now he's one bad dude, he's in a nasty mood, and he wants to be the king someday. Now I can see the Mad Hatter, he's trying to help. He wants to set that princess free. He's got lots of hats, but it's totally bad, so it just isn't meant to be. Oh, that does remind me.
You memorized that, didn't you? Oh, you're such a frickin' dork with this movie, I swear.
Oh, like you were at Sharknado. But
That's
we'll get
another
to that
story.
But yes, we have so many fun characters other than the Cheshire Cat. You also have the White Rabbit, who takes on an old grandfather look, which was kind of interesting. And oddly enough, he is the uncle to Swift Rabbit, who is one of the Care Bear cousins. I thought that was a little odd.
Interesting. I'm like, oh, so you're related. How does that work? Oh, yeah, there are Care Rabbits and Care Lions. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is this called Care Bears if there are more than just Care Bears? There's Care Rabbits, there's...
because if you have grown up with the series, you would know that they aren't the Care Bears, they are the Care Bear cousins.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't grow up with that, so I didn't know that.
They're the cousins. If you haven't grown up for it, then obviously you're going to be a little confused. But it's kind of ironic that while I love the Care Bears, one of my favorite characters is Braveheart, the lion. He's always that rambunctious type that goes in charging, but once he realizes he's bit off more than he can chew, he'll take off running with his tail between his legs. But I love that in a character. He's not afraid to charge in for his friends, but even he knows when to retreat. But yeah, going back to some of the other characters, you have the White Rabbit, the Cheshire Cat, the sadly forgettable Queen of Hearts, and then you have the Mad Hatter. And I was waiting to see Toon's reaction to the Mad Hatter.
I'm staring at this, I'm like, okay, so the hats give him different personalities. Now, the thing that pissed me off about this is just like, wait a minute, I could use this for a future video, maybe. And then I'm like, no, this movie's giving me inspiration, no.
Yes! Oh, Mr. Cult of Personalities. Had personalities.
No, that's not how this works. Excuse the fan there, I'm gonna move that out of the way. No, it's just the Mad Hatter was certainly an interesting, eccentric character. I think eccentric is the word that I'm gonna use best for him. But actually the character that I related to most of this movie was Grumpy Bear, because all he wanted to do, he didn't want any of this today, he just wanted something to eat. He's just like, I haven't even started the day yet. I'm hungry. Just give me some. I don't care about this quest. Give me something to eat. And then at the end, during the credits, like there was that happened that I want to erase from my head. But poor Grumpy though, I can actually I relate to the Grumpy Bear. That really says a lot about me.
Grumpy Bear is the type that he doesn't really want to get involved, but he will out of the kindness of his heart.
As long as he gets something out of it. Like a good full-course meal.
He does remind me of you a little bit. You don't want to get involved in things, but you do it out of the kindness of your heart. Oh, you're such a nice edge, brother.
I'm only doing this because hopefully I'll get something out of it.
Well, let's jump into, I guess, one of the primary characters of the movie, Alice. What did you think of her?
Okay, where do I begin with Alice? Okay.
Yeah.
I did not like the concept of her character. Oh, I'm just nothing special. I just want to be special. First off, little Miss Blondie, so does literally everybody in the world. 2, the definition of special is not exactly what you think. Are you talking about being better than everyone? Are you wanting to feel important? Are you wanting to feel like you matter? It could be any of those things, but she's just like, oh, I'm no unimportant, but I guess I'll come along to prove that I am important somehow. Was this how it was in the late 80s, early 90s with kids just like, oh, I'm nothing special. Maybe I'll go on a magical adventure and then I'll be special. Yeah, after that magical adventure happens, then what happens to you, sweetheart? Are you going to go back to being just the normal, boring type person you are? Or are you going to be special? As we see in today's society, being special doesn't quite mean what you think it means.
I admit that the moral here, it wasn't well executed with Alice's character. And not to mention, it was a repeated cycle of her saying the same thing. I'm not special. I can't do this. I believe in myself. I could do this. Oh, but I'm no princess. I can't make flowers bloom. And at the end of it all, I'm hoping that once she realizes that all the effort she's done has proven to her that you may not think you're special, but even just a little bit of effort can go a long way. That, no, you may not be a princess, but your efforts were important. Unfortunately, though, this was not executed at the very end very well, because all we got was this, and I quote from the lines directly. I thought it was you that made the flowers bloom, Alice. Oh, no, I could never do that. Only somebody as beautiful as a princess could make flowers bloom.
You literally look the same! They're the same character! No, let me just say, you are the exact same character model! What do you mean you're not beautiful like her? You are literally! The animators went down and made the same character, duplicated you over and changed the hairstyle a little. You mean to...
No, here, folks, here comes the cherry on top. The princess says to Alice, "You know what I think, Alice? You are as special as you think you are." And that is true. You should think a little bit highly of yourself. But Alice doesn't say anything after that. She just looks at the princess, then looks at the Care Bears, and then says, "Goodbye, Princess, I mean, Your Majesty," and there's nothing else said other than that. Dinah, I'm back. It was fun being a princess even for a little while. And I'm like, did you learn anything from this? Did you not? She said that you are as special as you think you're. What?
See? Do you see now why I did not enjoy this movie? Especially near the end.
The moral was terrible. I will admit
you
that.
You are as special as you believe yourself to be. Oh, okay, fine. You know what? I believe I'm the most special person in the world. I'm more special than the president. I'm more special than literally everyone on the internet. I am the most special person ever. Have fun with that, because you are going to get that knocked down so quickly.
Mm-hmm. But other than that disappointment, maybe that I'm older now and the fact that I know it hasn't aged well is beside the point. It's still nostalgic to me. For me, it still holds up because I still love the characters. Braveheart and Grumpy Bear still reign strong. You have Tenderheart, Lucky Bear. There are a few plot holes and inconveniences that don't make a whole lot of sense. But the animation, I feel, is well done. The music is catchy. Cheshire Cat. I am inspired to do a rhyme of that.
Oh, God.
I want to rhyme now.
I don't think, no, Bliss, I don't think the internet is prepared for a rapping Lightning Bliss. I don't think I'm prepared for that.
Oh, goodness gracious me.
But, yeah, I'm gonna at least be fair. As boring as this was, I at least was somewhat entertained by certain parts in this movie. I didn't grow up with this, so I don't think, even if I did grow up with this, I don't know if I would still share the same sentimental part that Bliss has for this movie, nostalgic-wise. It's not a terrible movie, I'll say that. It's cute. It's what Carebears is supposed to be, though. I mean, Carebears is designed to be like, hey, you have your Care Bears, you might as well buy these toys, these cute little fluffy bears. It's cute, it does its job. You can't fault it really for doing its job. I just wish that they told a better story.
Yeah. Now, if you want to go down nostalgia or memory lane, see what I've seen in my childhood, definitely would recommend one of these films or some of the older Care Bear movies. But if not, no harm, no foul. I admit, it doesn't hold up today. But it might be entertaining for some of your younger kids. I want to recommend them to anyone under over 7 years of age, though.
You know, it's kind of funny that I don't think Care Bears ever got the G4 treatment like My Little Pony did, because I wonder how that would have changed things for Care Bears. That's an entirely different topic, though. But
yeah, there's too much at stake for that, and I don't think it would sell very well. I mean, at the end of the day, this is about making toys. MLP G4 was all about making toys, but it was executed amazingly. And unfortunately, I think that's the only old series from the 80s that's actually succeeded, because I look back, I see Rainbow Bright, Care Bears, Strawberry Shortcake. Man, I don't even know what happened to the Pobbles. They're gone. Yeah, I don't. What remakes I have seen are awful. They are awful because they don't know what to do with them. And this generation, I don't think they care for them anymore, and that's what makes me sad. It makes me sad.
The last, I think, Care Bears show was Care Bears Welcome to Caroline in 2012, I think.
Oh, and yeah, no, 3D stuff, right?
Yeah, CGI.
No, just no. They're not only did they downgrade these characters to like only toddlers can understand, but I find them very cringy. I know I don't like using that word on the public media, but it's cringy. The 80s versions were a lot more relatable than what the 2000s have done.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, thank you guys for listening, and if you want, you should stop by ToonKritic's channel and watch the review that, oh boy, Cartoons and Thunderblight reviewed together on Sharknado.
Oh boy, you're in for a treat, I think, with that. This is kind of a fun little duo thing that me and Bliss decided to do. We recorded these on the same day and launched them on the same day, so go ahead, links in the description below, so you guys can run over to check out the Sharknado review. It's so interesting. Like, we have two completely different styles here. One's reviewing Care Bears, the other's reviewing Sharknado. Two completely different styles and genres and leaps through time. I think that's really interesting, though, how we were able to do that.
Yeah, maybe if the viewers, if you guys like what we did here, let us know in the comments, and maybe we'll talk about doing it again. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Big thanks to ToonKriticY2K, and y'all keep an eye out for those rainbows. They'll make you smile.
That being said, I'm the Toon Critic, keeping you totally tuned for your entertainment. Thank you for watching, and stay awesome.